Okay. Should be good now. We say hopefully. Okay. I think we're good now. For the most part. That was okay. Okay. We should be good. Keyword is should. Go right here. Okay. Sorry about that first stream. So what happened was, like, I was still getting encoding errors and I thought I fixed everything. Turns out I was using a deprecated encoder this entire time. That's probably why I've been having issues for fuck knows how long. Like, and insane. It's still encoding overloaded, but it's probably not as bad as a deprecated version where the stream might have been just going to shit. So, okay. So, this was supposed to be streamed last night. Real quick. Okay, there we go. So, we were supposed to try this all last night. This is not going to be that long of a stream compared to like others. Like, this should be like a 2-hour stream. The goal is we were trying to figure out how to get all the recording stuff back in Action True. All the recording stuff taken care of through Elgato console-wise. Last stream we did yesterday, we did Dead by Daylight, focused on getting the recording. The recording looks fucking phenomenal. It looks great. No issues. I'm not doing audio on it, but that's fine because we don't need to worry about audio. And if we do, I can just grab it from the the stream, right? So not that big of a deal. However, when I tried getting this to work yesterday, one, I had a huge headache. Two, it just wasn't working. The way that Spring and I tried setting it up, it just was not working. It would not mirror what was being shown. So I went back through, I tried to get everything all taken care of. I solved it, but there are more I need to get essentially another capture card because I'm using a 4-year-old version of Elgato when there are much better versions out there that can run things. Case in point, an issue I think we're going to be having, at least on stream, not the recording. Recording wise, it's actually fine. I'm looking at the screen and everything is cool. But there is about a half a second delay between moving things back and forth. And I don't know if it's going to desync with audio on stream. I don't know what the case is there. Sorry. Yeah. So the big thing that I'm testing with the stream, one, is the recording fine through my laptop to where I have this going? Two, I want to make sure that the mirror is actually okay, because if the mirror is okay, that means when I do play, say, this game, or sorry, not this game, but like Persona 5 with like Doge, or we do any other console games with other people, I want to make sure that there's minimal latency between the two. That's the goal. And then 3, I wanted to make sure that the audio desync doesn't go too haywire. That's the plan. So out of all the Switch games that I have, all the archive stuff, you might see that I have a lot of them like uninstalled. I pretty much uninstalled everything I possibly could because I wanted to, and I just wanted to kind of start fresh with everything and just kind of download things as time goes on. So with that being said, I figured Pokemon Legends Arceus would be a good one. This is one of the games, as I mentioned in DBD last time, all games from the past are on the table to be streamed again from start to finish, but there are a few exceptions, with Pokemon Legends Arceus being one of them. That's because, first off, we got our cool looking character. Game looks a little... Game should be fine. Okay. I probably should have warned. Audio. Is it loud? Is it quiet? What's the verdict? Did it just blow everyone's eardrums away? Blossy and anyone else in chat, if you could tell me if it blew up eardrums, I need to know. Because that is something that, like, for some reason I can't change on, like, the software. I have to change it through OBS. So I might just have to, like, reduce it extremely. Based on what I just saw, it sounds like it just blew up everyone's eardrums. Blossy says they're lagging very badly. Is that affecting the stream? I don't know if that's me or if that's them. Let's go to mine just to see. Yeah, I think that's a Blossy issue. Yeah, no, Blossy's lagging a bunch. So I'm gonna, let's see if I can do this on my phone and see how loud it is comparatively. Wow, I've never realized that my mic's actually been pretty good. I never realized this. Okay, well, now we're going to see if it blows everyone's eardrums. I do apologize. If you hear feedback, I apologize. So, let's get an idea. Holy hell, that's loud. Let's try to do this. It's still loud. 13 decibels, maybe? Well, then all of a sudden there's no music. Great. Come on. Let's go 11.5 then. Okay, hold on. Let's... Where's my music? Okay, there we go. There's a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. If we need to change it, we'll change it. But for right now, I think that's a really good one to go with. Okay. So, let's talk about why we're doing Arceus, by the way. Can I spin? No, that was a different game. So, everything should be fine now. I hope. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. So, the reason we're not restarting Arceus like ever is if we talk to this lady, you will see all the shinies that I have. Because crazily enough, I actually have shinies. So many shinies that we want to work with. However, we need to get... Oh, I miss... There's the first sage. So many things. I'm not... After all the time I put into this game, I'm not really going to reset it. I do have another account that we could use, but like I don't really feel like it. So if you want to watch like how the story works, just watch the first few streams of the other one. But that being said, there is a little bit of an issue with how this all goes. I need Let's go over here. Nope. I didn't want to put that. Let's go file, new, do it another spreadsheet. This one's not going to be nearly as in-depth, but it's going to help because I don't remember which Pokemon we have shinies of, and I don't remember which ones I don't. Also, this is now super quiet for me, so I need to do some adjusting. Oh. Did that just crash? It did just crash. Well, that doesn't bode well. Try pulling that up again. Why did that just crash? Like, it just straight crashed. Why did that just happen? That, okay. It's not pulling for anything else. Let me go over here. Is there anything? No. Still nothing. It's just that screen is... Okay, let me go intermission. Let's do this. What just happened? Do I need to reset the console? Nope, there we go. Oh, I just can't be on that scene. Okay. Okay, it was loading. Try this. Okay. We should be good now. And then it's just recording the desktop, so... Okay, everything seems fine. I just don't know, like, for some reason the 4K utility crashed. Oh, is it probably because this is still going? That's fine. Alright. Discord, no more. We'll do this. Alright, I just need to see what Pokemon that I do not have shinies for. So, normally I'd be like, oh, fuck the shinies, we're not going to worry about that. But there is a reason why in this game it's kind of nice to, Decidueye, I think is your name. The reason why we are doing this is because of how the post-game works in this game. Because of how the post-game in this game works, and because I want to actually do everything I possibly can, I need to get every single Pokemon to level 80, at the very least. The reason for this is because every... It's such a hard thing to say. We'll be back to this. Keep back to survey work? Yeah, sure. Okay, that's actually good volume. Sick. Also, I'm going to be looking up at my TV screen and not so much my, like, console because there's a little bit of latency, so I'm just going to do this. So, do I remember how to run? Yes, okay. That candy guy we're going to talk about in a moment. So this guy right here has a bunch of trials, and I remember from the past that we really never did any of his trials because they're deemed as optional and you don't like need to do them to do anything in this game. They're just like the post game, but that's how post games are in games. You don't have to do everything that the game wants you to do. So I said we are going to do every single one. The problem with that is that every single Pokemon in this godforsaken game, every single Pokemon has a fight. And it's not like, oh, if you have Typhlosion, which a lot of people it's been ruined for, you can do Cyndaquils, and then you can do Quillavas as Typhlosion. No, you need a Cyndaquil to do the Cyndaquil fight. You need a Quillava to do the Quillava fight. You need a Typhlosion to do the Typhlosion fight. So on and so forth. You know, where's Magiboy? Where's Magikarps? Because this dumb motherfucker, where are you? You need to actually be proper, yeah, proper, So, with that being said, I had a goal last time to get every single Pokemon a shiny, do the shiny dex. This is the only game I would even feasibly do it, because it's going to take so much time to get every single Pokemon to level 80. And that's the truth. I have to get every single Pokemon to at least level 80 in order to do things. Some of them might have to be even higher to like level 90, but 80 is like the cutoff that I want to do. So that's where this guy comes into effect. We've never really talked to this man ever before in our lives. But he gives us candy. But I don't remember what the difference is and if one of these are better than the others. So, he is going to be our big reason on how to get money. The way to get money is we need to sell a lot of like the rare stuff that we get from the rifts. However, there's a second reason for money. This guy right here. How much? 800,000 to expand the bag. We have not hit max bag space. So, we have a bunch of goals. The first is to max out the bag space. That's goal number one. Also, you, I think, give me discounts, right? I'll take the Ultra Ball set. Thanks. Do you have anything else? Flame Patterned Rock, Mystery Fang. Do you give me some other stuff? Okay, yeah, you give me... I can, like, buy things. Can I sell? Because I seem to remember, is it... No, that's X. That's dive. That's that gone. One of these is quick. It's minus. There's a way to craft. I just don't remember what the way is. It's not it. That's first person. That's throwing another sticky glob. I don't remember how to play this game. Game controls. That would help. Is there a... I thought there was like a quick setting, right? It is favorited. How do you do... Fuck it, it's been so long. I thought there was one. Oh, maybe I'm just an idiot. I probably might be. Because, yeah, there's the ability to craft, so... Whatever. Because I need to do sticky globs. So it's getting balls of mud, spoiled apricorns, castor ferns. I don't think I need to make anything. Oh, yeah, star shards. Because this sells for a lot more. I think that's just something I need to do. I need to do anything else. How many smoke bombs do I have? 111? I think I want more smoke bombs. Castor ferns seem to be in high pursuits. I'm just curious, do you have castor ferns? Okay. I gotta remember how it all works. So from here, well, I have a lot of sticky globs. There's 111 in my box, so I probably just want to organize item storage, please. Because I don't need to really evolve too much. Oh my gosh, that's right. There's so much of those. Ah, all right. Okay, first off, let's make... Yeah, because I don't think shards are used in anything. I might need one of each. Move to satchel. X is move all. Okay. I don't remember that. Comet shard, star piece. Yeah, because I need to get all these. Is there anything else? I want to move these. Scares them. Let me just move some of these over. And a lot of those. Popo berries, right? Those are the ones I need. Seed of mastery. Is it a guava berries? There's no space for that. Sick. I feel like there's like a bunch of stuff I need to make. I just don't remember how. Apricorn, iron chunks, black tumblestone. Oh, so it's like a really good one if I need to like get somebody. I have a whole bunch of black tumblestones, so probably want to make as many of these as I can. And then I need iron chunks. Orin berries, medicinal links. Can make regular potions. That's what I need to do, because then we use these to make potions. And then we turn those potions into super potions. And then super potions into hyper potions. And then hyper potions are all I really need. Full restores can suck it. Oh, there might be some stuff flying in the air that I'm gonna need. Do you sell anything? Give me like 100 of these. Also, while I'm at it, I need to... Nope. Select you. Select you. Select you. Well, that's a fuckload of shit. Yes, make the sale. Cool. For sure. Excuse me. And then I need jet balls. I just want to use up everything that's in my box. Pretty much what I'm looking at here. Because there's some of this stuff that I don't even need. We can move these over. Actually, no, I just need the hyper potions, right? Yeah, no, hyper potions are just what I need. Organize the satchel, please. Do I have any other balls? Because I don't need these anymore. Jet ball we can use, gigaton, heavies. Yeah, that works. And then we can organize, and then we'll go from there. All right, cool. So let us improve our bag. Go from there. Hello, sir! I can finally increase my bag size. Teach me. This man's the richest motherfucker of all time. You want $1 million? Teach me. You. I was told that it could be infinite, but that's fine. Okay. So... So, I mean, so far it looks like everything's running smoothly other than the game crashing that one time. So, okay. Hello. Pokemon Crazy. So, Silicoon. Yeah, there's... Silicoon, excuse me. There's a lot that we still need, so... Ponyta... And some of them are going to be hell to get. However, I'm not opposed for somebody to trade with me. So if anyone's like, oh, you have an extra one of these, I'll take one of these. As long as it helps me, I'm not getting all shiny alphas. That's just stupid. Like, I'm not one to enjoy shiny hunting. I'm doing it here just because, like, it helps pass the time for this final stuff that I need to do. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not trying to. Like, Burmy and Wormadam, cool, we got them. If we get the other Burmies, sick. I don't care. It's like not my cup of tea. Right? Munchlax. But some of these are going to be fucking hell to get, I assure you. Luckily, I actually do have a Kadabra. I got that last time. And when I say last time, I think I was actually playing the game off stream because I did not have anything. Same goes with the Unknown. Where's the rest of my Pokemon? That's right. That's right. I have them all empty. So that way I can catch a whole bunch of them. Because I don't need a lot of them. That's right. And then is it... Yeah. So... There's some, like, extras here. I can't get, like, Darkrai and Shaman shiny. There's some that I can't get shiny. I know that much. But then I have a bunch of extras that I can just trade to people. Or random Fiona. That's another one. And then release is any Pokemon that I need to release that I don't need anymore. But if we go like over here, you will see that I have a few. So we got the Kadabra, and the Kadabra then just goes right here. And then also we realize that Kit's an idiot. And this is an Alakazam, not a Kadabra. So let's put you back, buddy, because I still need you. Where's that Kadabra I just caught? Yeah, so they're all right there. I think I also caught another shiny Luxio. I did. But this one's Alpha. So let me put you right here. You already have a shiny Luxio? Pretty sure I do. Except you're not Alpha. So, like, I'll take an Alpha one if we find one. But that's kind of like the do be all end all, is just grabbing the ones that I still need to get. But like I said, there's some of these that are ridiculous, and we will try our best. I'm surprised that I do not have another shiny Baniri. Cherubi is going to be one of them. I need to remember where the fuck this cherry thing comes from. I'm a Cherim. I think there's some that could like wander around. Vespiquen is another one that's like, yeah. Heracross wouldn't be bad. Apom, I think you're shiny. Yeah. Now we have a Shellos. It's pink. And then same with like Gastrodon. But there's also like the other type of Shellos that I don't remember. Quillfish is another. And Overquill. Forgot that you look fucking hilarious. Happiny. Man, I can't believe I got a lot of these. It's kind of cool to see. It's like, damn, I really did get a lot of them. Roserade. And some, if I have to like evolve them, I can evolve them. Tangrowth. That's another one. Cash. There's some that I could like trade that I feel like I could possibly do. Curlia. I remember, I think there's like a bunch of shiny Gardevoirs I found once. And I was like, what the fuck happened here? Ah! Don't go that way. Hippopotas, Powdon, Stunky. Yeah, some of these like lower ones. Ursaring. And then Ursaluna. Wow, I misspelled that. Ursaluna. Gumi. I think I have like a bunch of Gudras. Right? That are shiny? Yeah. Because we don't have a Sliggoo that's shiny. Felix. Rhyperior. And once I get these, like, I can just start getting rid of all this shit. That's good to know. Because there's stuff that I could just sell and then keep moving towards other things. Lickitung. Togepi. So, like, Togetic and Togekiss. This is why I got those, like, flying balls. Just in case. I forgot I named it Cube. That's hilarious. Terra. I fucking can't. Terra. Holy fucks. Kit spell. The Porygons are gonna suck. This is, like, if there's somebody who ends up watching the stream and is like, I got a spare shiny Porygon, but I really need a shiny Crobat or something. Like, bro, I got you. Fucking got you. Spiritomb. Spiritomb's actually not that bad because that actually shows up in some of the things. Murkrow. It's not terrible. There is an unknown here. I technically don't need this because I do have a shiny. Helio. My goal is every time we do one of these streams, I want to get at least 2 more shinies. And that way I can at least have, that way I can make sure that I can, like, keep a good backlog just in case we get, like, somebody shows up, like I said, who's like, I really want to trade for this. And I'll be like, bro, I got you. I have them in spades. So, but like I said, I can't exactly devote all my time to this, which is why I'm fine with doing it like this because of what's needed. Then Pesky Legion. I just want to finish this game and then we can move on other stuff. Tentacruel, holy fuck. Finian. And then there is a thing I need to do to, like, it's like, I think they found ways to, like, actually get them to trigger constantly. but I'm too dumb to figure that out. So I don't really want to figure that out right now. But like, if somebody were to teach me what the proper method is to like to make it consistent, then cool, I'll do it. But right now, I don't particularly want to devote so much time to this, especially because I need to do this for, okay, Rodom I technically have. Very stable. Yeah, I don't want to like, this is going to be the only thing I ever do. It's like, no. I just want to like, I still need to level them up after all, so as long as it doesn't impede in that progress, cool. But dude, Craniados and fucking Rampardos and Shieldon and this motherfucker Bastiodon. Oh, they're gonna be a pain in the butt. Mammothwine. Bergmite's good. Avalug. Once again, if they have a name, that would be Snover. Bomba Snow. I didn't realize Bomba Snow had pink eyes. The big ones I actually personally want, though, is a Zorua and a Zoroark. Because they're my favorite Pokemon of all time. The Braviary. That's right. Somebody gave me a shiny fucking Braviary. That was cool as hell. That's cool. And then none of the shinies can, or none of the legendary Pokemon can be shiny. I do remember that. And if anyone does have one, it's hacked. So we're not going to risk that shit. Yeah, but these are like the other Rotom forms that, like this one I think is shiny. And then Frosty Ninetales can't be shiny. I remember that. And then what are you? You could evolve into a Glalie. That's why you're right there. Okay, cool. Is there anything here that I'm missing that I need to keep around? Now you might notice that I need Weavile, but then there's Sneasel here. This Sneasel cannot evolve into a Weavile, so that kind of sucks. Again, they got Carnivines up the fucking wazoo. There's another Goodra. Yeah, there's multiple Fiones that you can get. Drifblims, Rapidashes. These ones just need to be released. Just moved everything there. And there's also, like, I've been catching a bunch of them because I think it's better if you catch them, is what I remember in the past. But I could be wrong. So. And it costs a lot of balls to do that, so I'm gonna try to just defeat them. What Pokemon do I have? Oh, that's right. I got fucking Dipshit Squad. So I can't evolve Wurmple, because if I evolve Wurmple, it has a risk of becoming a Cascoon, which then just wastes the Wurmple. So I can't do that. And then Detrix could evolve, but I don't want to have Detrix evolve. But I will rename these in due time. I also, don't you need... Yeah, we need to hit 10s on everything. That's what those rocks do. Alright, so the massive mass outbreaks, we need to go every single time one shows up. There are some... I need to remember what the rifts give. So let's go to the Snowfields camp. We do need more berries. I don't remember where else you get a guava berries, but yeah. So the way this works is there's a shit ton of these motherfuckers around here. I don't remember why there's a shit ton of stamps. We'll probably remember that in due time. Oh, by the way, no. There's still missions I need to do. Sorry, requests. I think there's like a lot of like the endgame ones I need to do. Battle Lucario at the training grounds. That's fine. Six. I'm missing 107. Yeah. And then like specific paths to Solitude to just give us some more stuff, but I don't want to worry about that just yet. An origin for, yeah, and then there's the other one, girl. Okay, so if I recall correctly, what I want to do is you. Those could be iron sharks. Okay. So those are haunters. Don't mind me taking random pictures. We're just going to keep going to each place just to see what's there. Doesn't need to be perfect, but if we could find things, that's weird. Kadabras. Okay. Kadabras could turn into Alakazams. It's a possibility. These are Glameows. Actually, I will take Glameow. Actually, it's a Parugly. Yeah, these guys are not gonna flee. There's a fucking Obama Snow. Where the hell did you come from? Yeah. Crunchworks. Oh, you defeated yourself. You knocked yourself out. Holy shit, that's still loud. Damn, you gave me frostbite? Fucking ridiculous. Hurricane. Yeah, well. Oh, this isn't a Guavaberry area. Jump, jump, jump. Oh. Right, this must be a berry area. It is. Okay. Cats are fleeing. We need the cats to flee because that means they're just going to run away. I don't know if that counts as battling them or what. Alright. It's a Parugly. He ran away. Once again, there's a possibility of cool things. I know these are supposed to give like extra berries, which we get to feed to motherfucking, what's his name? Snorlax? Munchlax? Munchlax. I just want to see Pachirisus. Here. Because I think it's a mix of time, but there's also other things. I just don't remember. Got Raltses and Curlias. We do need a Ralts. Sorry, we need a Curlia. So this actually is not terrible. It probably would be worth it for me to like. You can run away. It probably would be worth it for me to like use the fucker Munchlax, but I wanted to see if this would work. Nope. Okay. Is it like this? Because that's right. This guy glides only. He doesn't do anything else. There's also two holes that have a Zoroark. Something to look into. What's here? Snovers? Curiously enough, yes. Where are you? Are you underground? They all are? No. I don't see any Snovers. Where the fuck are these? Oh, there they are. Hi. Are y'all aggressive? Okay, no. Oh, we can do Strickland. He just turned around. He's like, aha, you don't need to see me. Don't you have a fire type move or something? No, but you have Shadow Ball. I always thought Strickland was a lot higher of a level. Alright, so now the other Snovers are going to get upset because I murdered one of them. Yeah, once one Snover gets upset, the rest of them fall into place. Why are you not... I don't know. I just need one of you. Actually, two of you to be shiny, preferably. Yeah, these massive mass outbreaks help with it. But just there's like a code thing or some shit. You looked huge, my dude. Crazy. Now, fighting these aren't going to give us much experience. The reason, though, we want to fight them is just because they're not running away. But we can also get items from them. So that's something to consider. There are also the rifts that we have to worry about. The problem with the rifts here is that I don't think we need anything from a rift in this area. I'm also trying to think. There might be... Is there a way I could turn down the game here? Let's do this. Settings. Sound effects. Maybe that might help with how everything sounds. I don't really want to risk anything else there, so we're gonna go to Ice Peak. It's this guy. I don't remember who the fuck you are, but... Oh, please don't die. Falling is like the biggest cause of death. I want to go here next. There's a lot of bags just sitting around. It's a little foreboding. Alright, what do we got over here? We do need Machops, but like there's other places where I could get a Machop, so I would rather just not. I was entirely hoping that it would switch to Basculegion. Okay, that's fine. Some wood. There's somebody's bag. Bronzor? Don't even need to fucking worry about this. So the shiny thing means that it does not mean that it is gonna be a shiny that shows up there. It just means that it will become something like bigger. Dude, more fucking Bronzors. I don't need y'all. What do we got here? Ooh, Glameows. Okay, hold on. Glameows are good. Because that means they're going to run away, and then we can actually see what we can use here. Or ugly. Are you going to fight me, or are you going to run? Nope. Fight me. Gonna be a dickhead. Way. I think that's all of them. Are you running away? Okay. Border Pokemon seems to be gone. Sick. Oh, dude, those Bronzors, though, have berries. Like, part of me, like, wants to get the berries. Dusclops, huh? And a Dusknoir. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need any of them. Big thing is we gotta hear Found. Dude, more fucking Glameows! Oh, this is gonna become a bigger thing. So you're gonna do your dash. It's not gonna do shit. And luckily this is not the shitty Scarlet and Violet where it's gonna not do anything. Like, because of Scarlet and Violet, they took out the shiny noise, and I was like, that seems like super dickish to players who want a shiny hunt. Like I said, if I find one, I don't care in those games. In this game, because it's so easy and I need to, like, deal with it anyway, I don't particularly care. Alright, new horde's gonna be showing up. What do we got? Peruglies. Okay. Nothing. Ow, you're a fucking dickhead. Run away, you bitch. Run away. Well, buddy, you're still so fucking... Run, fat motherfucker, run. Ow! Run! Oh my lord! That was not the Y button. I think we're done. Yeah, okay, nothing. Ghastlies, so what's this over here? Keep in mind, I still got Zoroarks I need to check here. There's a lot that still needs to be checked. Come on, keep jumping, I know you can do it! Fine, I'll be a Sneasler. Bergmites? Huh. You all don't flee, do you? No. Fight the Avalugg, though. See, and this guy being stronger means I could actually, like, do some good shit. Such a dickhead. Excuse me. The burps. See, the bigger the Pokemon, the more experience we're gonna get. But I'm doing this... There is stuff I need to collect. So that should be another thing. Is while I'm out and about, I should be trying to collect things too. But I'm not gonna wait for it during... I need to write down what I need to collect, but that's gonna be something we do next time. Like I said, I'm not gonna be spending too much time on this game, because we got other things to stream later. Crunchy salt. Hello, Bergmite. Bergmite's such an adorable Pokemon that no one talks about. I can understand why, but it's so cute. Look at how cute it is. I think the music needs to go down just a hair. Stuns the Bergmites. Also, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. That's is a thing today. It is. I wish my brothers were doing something for my mom today. I might be asking for too much of them, but I wish they did. It's just one of those days, I suppose. I don't know why. Why is Bergmite so cute? I love it. It's so adorable. There's one more over there, but this is not looking too hot. Somebody lost their satchel up here. I'm gonna go check this. Yeah, we'll check up here and then might just have to do some of the other lesser ones that I just don't really want to do. Because, like, they're not really needed. So, those are all Drifloons. I will save this person's backpack. Happy to help, friend. Okay, so out of all these, Kadabras I still need to go see, and then we can deal with the Machops. Is it just a Machop that I need? It says yes, so I'm gonna assume as such. Might go on a bit longer. Hello. Did you know that I have a ghost type? Buddy, you're not gonna be doing shit to me. Now I'm gonna fuck with your brain. These Machops are getting sent to the goddamn Shadow Realm. It's fine. And then one of you will maybe be shiny. I don't know. I mean, my more so goal is hoping that the Zoroarks we find here are, but if there's not a massive mass outbreak, that's okay too, because then I'll just worry about finding what other Pokemon I need. They also give me a lot of grit dust. The other thing too is just by fighting them, I am getting like drops from them. And that's like another reason why I want to fight, is because that way I can get these drops and then sell them for later. Alright. Dude's got moosels. He's got moosels. Alright, is that the last one of you? No, there's another one. What's with the stuff on your ribs, buddy? Also, you're fighting type. Isn't a ghost type move like Shadow Ball not supposed to do anything to you? Fuck, another one? Fine, I'll just keep fucking you up then. They also have a chance of dropping like the small candies that I'm looking for, so that's fine too. I will go to Kadabra Land. I don't expect to find much in Kadabra Land. As a matter of fact, by the time we get to Kadabra Land, it might no longer be Kadabra Land. Also, let me go check the... I do vaguely remember. I don't think any of these trees have... Oogly boogly! Cassie, why are you scaring me? That was so scary. You're so scary that Doge came home. I literally hear him inside. Dude, look at that Zorora. You're not even fucking shiny. I love you, but I don't want you. There's also like hidden lore I still need to find around here. Alright, there is another hole somewhere I need to find. I was thinking of like dealing with the goddamn Kadabras. Where is this other hole? I don't remember. There's like another... There it is. Get Spookift? I can't believe it. About to clear up, then there's no reason to go to them. Hello, Estreva. That's the rock that evolves thing. I do remember that vaguely. See, like, I need this iron chunk. That I do need. So, like, going down here is always going to be worth it. Zorua? Just a regular Zorua, not even a Zoroark. How am I doing? I'm vibing. I just came home, so either... I don't know why, but lately every time I come home, I feel like I'm about to get ridiculed. I don't know why. Trunks. I don't think I need apricorn. Fly. Cassie, favorite Pokemon, go. The blizzard has ended. Great boogly boogly. And then we just go straight out once again. Mass outbreaks and massive amount. Oh my gosh, Tarubi. We need it. Favorite Pokemon? Yeah. Also, how's everything sound, Cassie? Is the background too loud? Is it too quiet? We are This could be amazing. I'm on a bird. Can you just go? There's the down button. It's like one of these is the down button. Dude, there's a Silicoon. I broke my fucking legs. Eevee's fair. That's not the right button. That's still not the right button. Okay. Settings. Autosave is disabled. Okay. That's right, because we just need to save here. I've never changed how my character looks. That's fine. It's running fine. Cool. It sounds good too. Alright, the cherubies are all here. Are y'all aggressive? Are you aggressive? Look at the cherubies! They're so adorable. Alright, I'm gonna kill one just to make him make an example. Alright, cherubi. You're being made an example of. Alright, now you'll run away, right? Nope, you're choosing assault. That one in particular chose assault. The rest of them ran away. Alright, are you gonna run away or... Okay, yes. Psyduck is deciding... Dude! Psyducks are declaring war! Psyducks are claiming war crimes. Oh my gosh, bubbles. Ah. Alright, fine. We're just killing cherubies then. If not running away. Got a lurker. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to who's in stream and who's not. The numbers might show up somewhere, but I just don't pay too much attention to them. I'm just here to have fun. Cherubi. We are killing cherries. Where do y'all think the fainted wild Pokemon go? Like, they can't go to a fucking... They can't go to a Pokemon Center because they're wild Pokemon. Yesn't? I'm gonna be so sad if none of these are gonna end up shiny. I do need to wait here though. And the reason why we need to wait here is because I need to, if there's a rift, we need to go to the rift. But the problem is the rift could take ages to show up. So it might just be us chatting in the meantime. And me collecting stuff. That might be all the cherries. Hello, do you want to run away? Waddle away. Just flee. Just flee. Just flee, you cherry fuck. Alright, cool. Well, I guess you're just gonna die. Why not? I guess that's what keeping its guard up. And we have the fucking wind of iciness. Another cherry. I guess we're just killing all these. Flee, you motherfucker, flee. Funny enough, if a rift does show up, I know Eevees can show up in those rifts. So that's something to consider. Dude, why are Psyducks so aggressive? Psyducks should not be this aggressive. Alright, well, that's all of them. So, now Now we get to run around and take a look at things. I'm gonna grab some medicinal leeks. That seems like a good thing to have. What I should do actually. So apricorns and iron chunks. Well, apricorns can be gotten from. So those were nanabberries. Over here. So we just need to collect a bunch of apricorns. It's out and about. We need to find a female combi that's shiny. Is Wizboo working? No. Maybe like 2 seconds a Wizboo could be. It'll show up on the main screen, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't think this through. Now it's recording this. That's fine. Oh, boom. I need to fix Wizboo in the future, but... Alright, we're good. Let's see. And there's a few spots that we can hit around here. Let's just go this way. Medicinal leeks, yeah, we're gonna need those for potions, I think. Those are berries. It's daytime. There could be some cool stuff. I'm not in a rush. That's the big thing. This should be iron chunks, right? Some beautiful eyes. That's so beautiful. What were the commands again? I don't even know if this version of Wizboo has commands, because I ended up losing them all when I switched back and forth. Remember? So I still needed to like rebuild. I'll worry about rebuilding. It's not exactly in my forefront, so I just need to like. I'll worry about it later. Is what I'm saying. Okay, there are 2 trees here that can have cherubies if they're shaking. There's a low punny right here. Somebody's excited that I saw the low punny. There's some quillfish. I think the quillfish are over here. Some quillfish over here just in case I need any of them. Some apalms and some shellos over here. Medicinal leek we'll grab. I don't need the tubblestones. Chimchars and fernapes. I gotta remember where like all this shit is. Hellos. I think the island over there is like Apalm Island, so we don't need to worry about that. There's some abras over here. Staravias, that is another thing. Some more medicinal leeks. I don't really need to care about any shaking trees. It's the Mr. Mimes. That is not what I'm looking for. Yeah, no, when we see shaking trees, it could be a Wormadam or it could be a Burmy, but I don't need either of them here. Luxios and Luxrays, don't need. Yeah, if it's shaking, I don't want to like really hit it. It's like we can get that. There should be an Alpha Alakazam around here. Somewhere? Isn't there an Alpha Alakazam, like, is it by this rock? I swear there's like an Alpha Alakazam around here, but I could be wrong. Hydrate. There's actually water in this. Abras. So far, nothing of note. That's okay. Like I said, we're more so like looking for the rift. Once we find a rift, like things will start really going well. I hope. A lot of stuff we have to collect in there though too. Staravias, which I do need a shiny Staravia to add to the team, but there's no reason to like fight any of these. I was considering fighting the Alpha Snorlax, but like, I don't know, there's got to be like a really good EXP way, EXP grind in this game. Like maybe it's something I can do while I'm I mean, it might be something I could do while I'm waiting for the thing, so. Also, the audio, like, are you saying the game audio? Push it back up to this. Alright, I boosted up the game audio, so let's just see if that works. It's an Alphalexio. Medicinal leak. I don't need to go up on the side there. There is the Togekiss. It depends on if I really want to risk seeing if the Togekiss is actually what I need. Beautifly's over here. Not too worried about that. I just gotta like remember where everything is. We should be able to see some Starlies here soon, and then maybe some Geodudes. We do got some Shinxes. We do love our good old lad Shinx. I think Derpy's a huge fan of the Shinx line, so maybe we might have to name a Shinx or a Luxio after Derpy. We'll have to see. Ah. I forgot the Shinxes are aggressive. Cassie, is it sounding a lot better now? What's the verdict? I remember there was a time where like every single Starly over here was shiny. It felt like it was kind of funny. Shinx doing Shinx things. Oh, hi. I just got flashbanged by a goddamn space-time distortion. That's probably the fastest one I've seen in recent memory. Normally I have to wait like the full 30 minutes or some shit. Alright, cool. So this is what we're waiting for, is the space-time distortion. Space-time distortions get us some rare Pokemon that, some of which are pieces of shit to get normally. So, we will go in there in a moment. I'm just gonna go over here just to see if there's anything of note. There's the Rapidash. There's a surprising lack of Ponytas around here. And then there should be like one Eevee that's usually out and about. I don't see it, so. Alright, well, now we just get to wait to hear. And now we just wait and see what all happens. Oh my gosh, that was so fast. Okay, well, we need to start grabbing all this stuff, so pay attention, Kit. Pay attention. Those regular Sneasels we need. Just gotta pay attention. Hunter. These shards are super important. We need them if we want to get the big things. That's number 2 for Sneasel. Blue shard. Should be one more. I don't know what spawned, but I didn't hear the shiny thing, so we're fine. Nothing crazy. Let's go grab you. And okay, we're 3 for 3, so nothing crazy in the Sneasel area. Eevee and Ursaring, what a fucking combo, bro. Okay. We need to move away, and I want to just stay in here. You see me. Okay. We're gonna get rid of the Sneasel, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Thunderbolt. Swords Dance, my burrow. Cassie, so yeah, how's audio right now? Now that we're like in a fight, so you should be able to hear like the fight audio. Stay hidden. All right, now we just wait. Luckily, we could save before it. Clearly heard this app. That's fair. So maybe sound effects are pretty good. The sound effects we could probably just put down there. Maybe a little louder for my mic audio. I can't really adjust the mic audio, unfortunately. So I'd have to dial back the sound. So probably put it to like a 12. Yeah. The mic audio has been perfected for the PC stuff, so. Dude, it's a chubby Gengar. We love Chubs. Chubs the Gengar. Dude, if we got an Ursaring, though, that would have been sick. Gigaton Ball, though, actually could be good. Lickitung, Licky. I think we need a Lickitung, right? Is that on my list? Yeah, Lickitung is on my list. We've just been getting Lickies, so. Lickies. Why did they make a big tongue Pokemon? Somebody just wanted more tongue. That's all they wanted. Okay, getting an Eevee, though, would be sick. Like, getting a shiny Eevee in this section would be amazing. Licktung's getting a little bit close. Nope. I need you to not be close. Your tongue in the grass! Get away from me! Oh, there's another one. Because they weird? That is true. They did put Hypno in the game. They did put Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy is Drowsy. I get that. But Hypno, holy hell. Been crazy. Okay, this is a little concerning because they can teleport and get closer and closer. Look at this Gengar. He's like, I fucking know you're there. I'm not going to fight you, but I know you're there. I see you, motherfucker. Okay, we're about to get to the last second, so we need to switch to Strickland just in case. Nope. Okay. So, because that is done, now I can go down here. And we're kind of going to speed through the rest of this stuff. Just because, like, we're not going to be seeing another rift. Like, I'll take my time until a rift shows up, but once a rift shows up, it's like, oh, up, all set to go, all said and done. We move on. Munchlaxes are another thing too. Now there is also a question, if we've been watching like my Nintendo streams and like specifically Pokemon for very long, you probably may have a question of why I'm doing this as well, especially because I'm known to make fun of people who do shiny like reaction streams. And I think my view of shiny hunting has changed ever so slightly. And I really mean ever so slightly since past kit. I still think shiny reaction streams are beyond stupid. Don't get me wrong. Don't get that twisted. If there's somebody who's like, yeah, I'm gonna cool. If they're like, oh my gosh, it's a shiny, but wait, oh my god, like super over the top reaction. Nah, I think that stuff is dumb as shit. Including like legendaries. Even if it's like taken up, like, oh hi. Well, there we go. Also, I need, hold on. First off, the settings now need to be, so this actually needs to be louder so I can actually hear. I'll just hit you with this. And hit you from the back. Cool. Got a Zubat. I turn this up on my end a little bit louder. Because I couldn't really hear that, but luckily I looked directly at it. So, yeah, if like there's people who are like spending hours and hours like grinding out specific shinies, and if you're doing it just for the content of just like trying to get a legendary shiny and such, because you know you're gonna get it eventually. I'm gonna give like two examples. One is like a generalized example, and one is not. And this is just for my sake of argument on just what I think when it comes to shiny hunting. If you have somebody who is like shiny hunting legendaries and their entire gist, and I do mean their entire gist, is I'm going to spend 12 hours a day trying to hunt this shiny Dialga or some shit, because that's like my content, then like more good on you, bro. I get the grind, but like being a reaction for that, you're going to get it eventually. You're just waiting there unless it's like legitimately impossible and you're wasting your time. And even there's like probably Pokemon streamers who do this for a living and like that's their entire content. If that's your entire content, I mean, more power to you. It's just then not for me. Like at the end of the day, it really is not for me. But then you have like, I'm going to actually switch it to 3. Then you have what I'm doing, which is just like, okay, this game makes it super, super easy to shiny hunt. But like, I'm not really reacting to whenever I see a shiny. Like, it's like, oh, cool, a Zubat just showed up. Awesome. Like, if a Zorua shows up or a Zoroark shows up that's shiny, I'm just going to be like, all right, cool, let's add that to the list. Because I know I'm going to get it eventually. And this is just more like other content alongside the shininess. So maybe it's me being more of a hypocrite, but that's just really how I see it. But then you have the unknown shiny hunts. And not unknown the Pokemon, I mean, you really do not know if they are actually going to get the shiny or not. And the one I'm referencing is, I still watch him from time to time, but Tom Fox, they've been streaming trying to get a shiny Quagsire in, I think it's Pokemon, it's either Colosseum or XD Gale of Darkness. It's one of those two. And they're already like 4,000 plus attempts on getting it. So like, based on what everything I just said, I should be like ridiculing, like you're just wasting a whole bunch of time with it. However, the reason why Tom's is different in the sense of like just like a random reaction sort of thing is because of how like little people shiny hunt in those games, I don't know if it's like even confirmed or not if you can get a shiny in those games. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like the lowest of the low percent, like it's virtually like an impossible percent. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like the fucking default percent, the it's like 1 out of 8,196 or something, I think is what the thing is. Younger me just has that like stuck in his head because of everything. But if that's the case, like I'm interested, like there's times where like I tune in and like listen in on it because I'm definitely interested if it's like, oh man, is it actually possible to catch a shiny in that game? Will I ever do it? Oh fuck no, not a chance. But I would say it's like, it's interesting nevertheless. And if after like 1,000 hours of like trying to get this shiny Quagsire, and also it's Quagsire, which is like Tom's mascot Pokemon, I guess you can say. So like it makes sense to get that specific Pokemon because it means a lot to them. But that being said, if it's like 1,000 hours pass and nothing, then I don't know if it was worth it. But I guess it's like that one's interesting to watch because like no one really actually knows. But will somebody who like tries to catch a fucking shiny Pikachu in Scarlet and Violet and then pops the fuck off when they catch it, am I going to be making fun of that? Probably. Not openly, but probably. But hey, if it brings in the views, then and that's their full-time job, more power to you. But I think it's, oh my gosh, fucking Mass Outbreak Eevee? Yeah, no, we're going here. But like, because the other one I think of is there's a Pokemon guy who, like, content creator who I think their entire like content was like doing like shiny dex stuff and like really hard challenges, which is their whole gist. And if that's like their whole gist, then cool. If that's what they make a living off of, like that makes sense to do that sort of content. But like they make the shiny deck stuff like look super easy, because I think they have like a few videos for that that I watched when I was younger. And if that's the case, then it's like, oh well, if it's super easy piece of cake, then by all means. And I'm probably like just extremely biased. Hard to say. Kits and weirdo. Unlikely here. Okay, so here's the thing about this area. While there are a few that we are looking for, really the Zoroark and a Frostlass is what I'm more so looking for. Like I still will head to my like various locations here, but there's some that I don't need specifics for. So like we're gonna go down here. Hey look, it's an Alpha Zoroark. Okay. Well, goodbye, buddy. I don't need to talk to you. Goodbye. See you later. But this place, like, I don't even need to stick around for the I don't need to even stick around. Holy shit, dude. What is with these alphas? Give me a shiny Zorua. Oh, hi? Above me? Definitely not the Ghastly. It's not you. It's not you either, right? No. Is it above me? Because Mischievous is yellow. It must be above me. Okay, Snorunt. Oh, it's a Glalie. Yeah, because you're not supposed to have pink eyes, right? Hi? You're the shiny, huh? You are. Let's do this. Well, I guess I don't need to to evolve that guy anymore. We will use this. There's no need to weaken it. I don't have like false swipe or anything, so doing this is fine. Stick. That is Glalie done. That is hilarious that we found a Glalie. Alright, so delete that. And that is 1 down. That was actually... I was so surprised. I heard it and I was like, what the fuck could that be? Oh, I do want to check... Because there's, once again, there's a few areas that have like Pokemon that I still need. There is the Avalugg area over here, because it has a bunch of Bergmites and Avalugs. And this Mamoswine that's going to kick me off, and that's fine. Buddy, you're gonna need to get away from me. This is just one that I do want to check every now and again. There's Basculin in here. The Basculin is gonna be a hard one. That was an Alpha Basculin. Yeah, so Basculin's another one that I need to check. I don't remember... Well, hold on. I'm gonna need to use... Oh, not Balls of Mud. I'm gonna need to use Sticky Gloves. Or I think the Basculin? I don't remember how to catch a Basculin, if you want my honest take. Gligar, I don't really need. There's also Snovers down there, so that's why I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. There is the Gardevoir area, and that's like another place, because there could be Ralts. But, like, there's also Chimechos here. I don't really care about the Chimechos, because we're looking for Chinglings instead. Chinglings are in the 4th area. How I remember all this? Guess once it's in your brain, it's in your brain. There's also Rufflets here. And some Kadabras. Yeah, no, there are Chinglings, but... Well, cool. We knocked one off our list, and we did get 2 shinies so far, so... And also for catching stuff, we do get money, so, like, getting money is not terrible. I just don't want to catch too many because, like, there's not too much I really care about. Plus, I think the better one is getting the rifts. Now, the reason why we're not doing the rift in the 5th area is because I already have all of the Pokemon shiny that can be gotten there. Okay. Ghastly, we don't need. Chimecho, we don't need. So this one is pretty good. I'm trying to think about, like, what I want. So I can also show off it's this girl. You feed the 5 Aguav berries. We do want to get a lot of Aguav berries if we can. Okay. So we want to hit the ones that we need and then go from there. This is interesting. Munchlax is probably... So, like, we want Munchlax, we want Chimchar. Weirdly enough, we want Starly. So we'll hit those, and then also Paris. And the reason why we want to get Paris is because of the berries. And we have to defeat Paris, I think, to get the berries. So that's something else to consider. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to speed past the Buizels and... take out the Paris. The reason we're going to speed past Buizels is because while I do need a Floatzel, if we speed past the Buizels, we can see real quick if there's any, like, shinies out of the first 4. Nope. And because it's raining, I do want to, like, possibly see if a rift shows up here, because we do need a rift if need be. If we get a shiny Paris, that's going to suck because I think I already have like 3 of them, including Parasect. So we'll have to see. But for now, we just want to defeat all these so we can get our berries back. We only need to get 5. So that's 1, 2. We do need 5. 5 is the magic number that we are looking for. Don't freeze me, Strickland. If I recall correctly, Strickland is named after Strickland Propane from King of the Hill. A show that I don't know if I mentioned this in the original streams, but I have never watched King of the Hill. Like, I really have never watched it at all. I don't think it's a bad show. I get where all the jokes are from. Like, I get the jokes from them. It's not for me. So I will. We just need to get one more, and this gets once we do this, this gets back our berries, so then we can just move on. We want to be doing this every time we see this, because we do need our berries back. We're gonna run, and then once we are done, we're going to head. I think we want to head over here. There's also Ponytas, but I think getting Munchlax is a bigger issue first, because Munchlax is like stupidly hard to get normally. Funny how these are supposed to be the ones that like have the increased odds, and we have not been getting any of those. We've just been getting. So Munchlaxes will run away. I think we need to make an example out of one of them. Once we make an example out of one of them, they're level 60. That actually might be really good. Against fucking Strickland? You're crazy. Okay. You have nothing physical. Do I have anything fighting move-wise? Well, I need the Munchlaxes to run. That's more of what I'm trying to do. That's a Snorlax. Hi. That's the fastest fucking Snorlax you're ever gonna see. Yeah, I know you're saying this. Well, we need to take this motherfucker down. Luckily, I don't think you're gonna be. You're level 83. That was a crit. Well, this blows. Do I have anybody that can take on this motherfucker? Nope. As a matter of fact, Strickland is the only one who can take down this motherfucker. Buddy, if you're gonna keep using rest, that's fine. I don't know how many times you have rest, but this is... Oh, if I can get you to get frostbitten, that might actually be perfect. Another crit. Too drowsy to move, that works. Just stop using rest. That's all I care about. How many things do you have of rest? You missed. You have another rest? HP's full, bucko. Okay, can I see the information about our friend here? Drowsy, 2 turns. Cool. Dude, Icy Wind can hit, I swear. At least you know that you can't face Strickland, but like, could you do anything else? Who would have thought having a ghost type would work so well? How many rests can you rest? You gonna rest again? At some point you'll be out of rests, and then you're gonna be starting to use moves that can't work. I'm just using Icy Wind, so that way we don't have to worry about this. Critical hit. You gotta use rest again? The unfortunate part is, if Strickland runs out of moves, all my other Pokemon are kind of screwed. How many rests? How many rests are there? Can you stop using rest? Strickland. This is the longest fight. Luckily, it's not affecting the rain. I need to get rid of you if I'm going to do anything. Only too drowsy to move. Now you're paralyzed. Giga Impact is not going to do anything. You're out of moves. Okay. This should help. Yeah, Double Edge is not going to do anything either. Lower to the defense. Lower the defense. Giga Impact's also not going to do anything. You fought off the drowsiness. Good for you, bucko. I don't know what my fear is, but I'm not going to have enough. It's going to be close. What is your last move? Giga Impact, Double Edge, Rest. You must high horsepower, which is a ground type move. Strickland literally beats you. Holy hell. Okay. How much experience do we get from this? Goodbye, Starlax. Holy hell. A decent amount. You wanna know the problem? None of you are fucking shiny. Come on. You gotta reward me with like one. You gotta reward me with one, please. Nope. I went through all of that. I went through all of that. Fuck you, okay. Chimchars should, yeah, I was about to say they should flee. Just need one. This doesn't seem to be going well. This is not boding well. Ponyta? I mean, Ponyta is another one. Okay. Ponyta and Starly are my only other options here. Because, fun fact, I've turned every single Starly into a goddamn Staravia to a Staraptor. Set. That's fine. Starlies are not going to be terrible. For some reason, I thought that was a black and white Luxio, and I was going to pop off. because it's never been seen before. All right. Rapidash will fight us. Ponyta shouldn't. What are you gonna do? Rapidash against Cassie. Cassie with the C. I don't know why you're Cassie with the C. Hydro Pump is not gonna do shit. Hydro Pump again. Cassie's getting drowsy. Fucking use Hydro Pump. You. Double edge hurts. That was a crit. So that's fine. Hydro Pump. Thank goodness. And you're dead. Because it's raining. Alright. Do the horses flee? Do you believe in God? Does it put the papa burn? And Cassie pull the trigger. You gotta flee? Do you flee? Yes, you do. Let's go. Okay. Got the fleas. That is a tiny horse. That Ponyta is significantly shorter than everyone else. You don't even stay. Okay, well, you're leaving. That is a fucking Omega Alpha fucker. Whatever they're called. Flee, you dumb fuck. I don't really want to face you. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. We need to go to Starly. Ow. Alright, Starly should flee. One of you has to be... What? Just one of you. I got 14 Pokeballs. You fucking fly away. Dude, that's a giant bird. I forgot that some of them can be, like, huge. Look at this fat fuck. Look at you. Fly away. Adorable. Alright, cool. You gonna fly away too? Please? Maybe? Yes? No? Fly? Okay. No luck. No luck at all. Yeah, no, nothing. Okay, there is another chance. We're gonna go to Sfield. Even though it says it might go on a little bit longer, this field should still be there, even if it times out. One of you is a Celio. Well, I'm gonna have to make an example out of one of you. It's gonna be you. And I think Leaf Blade. Sorry, Sfeel. Should be trying to flee now. Sometimes you just gotta make an example out of one of them. It's like I was watching, used to watch Bar Rescue, and it was, oh my gosh, I forgot what John Taffer calls it. But it's essentially like you fire one person to send a message through. You want to be a douchebag. You fire one of your staff, and when you fire one of them, it lets everyone else know on the staff that you're being serious about everything. I've seen it before in other jobs. Luckily, I'm always a good kit. I'm a good kit. You want to fucking go too? All right, fine. I just get in fucked up situations at work always. Goodbye, Celio. Ripperoni. Alright, so then the Spheals are fleeing. Goodbye. I think we're at our wits' end here. Alright, well, it is nighttime. We still have we still are looking for our rift here. Space-time distortion, whatever you want to call it. Ooh. Is that a Kricketot? Okay. Oh. Oh. That Cricketod over there is losing its goddamn fucking marbles. Okay. Alright, well. I don't think anyone in the fucking history of the world wants a Cricketod that's shiny. But in case somebody does, I'll hold on to it. And I know that people probably don't play this game anymore. Especially because they're waiting for the other one to come out. You know, I haven't really talked about the Switch 2, have I? Normally I'm like there immediately to get, like, my thing is I will usually get consoles right when they come out. Usually just kind of budget ahead of time and then get them and we should be good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for the Switch 2. One, because of the price increase, and also two, like, it sounds like the games are also already going to be put onto the Switch regular. Which, if that's the case, then I would just keep the Switch 1 and then just not worry about the Switch 2. But we'll see what happens. There's not really any games on there that I really like want that are Switch 2 exclusive. So it's kind of like maybe I'll do it. We'll see. But I'm going to hold off for the time being. I should be able to hear if there's something shiny above me. Looking for Machops. Nothing. I should grab those. I'm not going to, but I should. But the Legends Arceus, like the Zygarde one, or Legends Zygarde Z, whatever it is, that looks pretty cool. Like, I am a Pokemon fan at the end of the day. I've talked about this before. I'll say it again. I am a Pokemon fan. I do enjoy a lot of the games. I do think Scarlet and Violet are trash. And the fact that people defended those games for way longer than they should have is baffling to me. Saying how much fun they were. And then I think it was probably like a year or two after the game came out is when people were like, oh, well, it is kind of a bad game. Like, they are shitty. It's like, okay, you couldn't said this like when the game came out, so they actually boo. Thanks for the scare, Cassie. It's like, yeah, you couldn't have said this when the game first came out, so that way they actually would have fixed things, but no, they said that the fucking bugs are features, and it was annoying to fucking deal with. So, I've heard keyword, that is a fucking quillfish. I've heard that Scarlet and Violet has gotten better with some updates. I do own both games, so like I'm not opposed to going back to streaming them. I don't know. I'm still a firm believer that you shouldn't be releasing a game in such like a broken, like ridiculous state like this. Like, it's why you need playtesters. Okay, I say that, but then I think about it some more. And playtesters in the past, I don't know if like things have changed playtester wise. I've been known means I was a beta tester for a few MMOs, but I always gave back constructive criticism so that way the game could get better. But I don't know how many other people are like me in that sense, because there's some people who, you know, play the game and enjoy all of the bugs and everything. And there's also a bunch of speedrunners who, you know, if they end up playtesting games, they want the glitches to stay in there so that way they can, you know, break the game even further. And I get that for their speedrunning aspect, good for them. But I also think like a lot of playtesters maybe nowadays just don't care about like the quality of the game. They just, if they see the bugs and glitches, like they're gonna find it fun and like they're gonna urge to keep it in there even if it's an active hindrance to the game. I don't know, that's what it feels like with a lot of games recently, because like you see the day one patches and you see a lot of like the bigger outcry of people being like, why is this a fucking feature in the game? This is stupid. I don't know, it's... gaming's in a weird sense right now. There's also the price of games going up. I think, what is it called? The current Xbox that's out. It's been out for like, I think 2 or 3 years, and that just got a price increase rather than a decrease, as it usually does. So, I don't know. There's lots going on. Thanks for the crow love. I appreciate it. That's why I've been enjoying going back to some of these games that I haven't played in some time and going back to these. Because it's nice to go back to these games and enjoy what is undoubtedly just a good game. Like, I do truthfully think that Pokemon's Legends Arceus is a good game. There's the Gyarados that we caught that was red, and I got really confused why it was red that one time. And then caught it incorrectly, and we still fucking did great. So... but once again, because of all the new stuff that I'm doing right now and how I'm like recording things and want to make videos on everything, all games are back on the table for games that people might want me to play. So, also we have gone through everywhere around here, so I'm gonna... oh wait, no, there's one more, because there's the Munchlax spawn. Oh, you know what? I should check the Togekiss spawn. That might be something of note to do. Just in case. Yeah, Munchlax spawn. I'm not showing anything. Yeah, games in the past that I've already played and beaten, I can go back and just recomplete them, or complete them if I've never completed them. There's, sorry, I'm not supposed to check the map. It's just in case if there's a space-time rift and I just missed it. Oh, there we go. There's the distortion. Let's go over here just because this is where the Togekiss is. That looks regular. And then where is our spawn? Cool. Yeah, a lot of things are back on the table now. That's why we went back to Dead by Daylight and why I'm keeping track of stuff here. It's why we're back to this game. There are some new games out that I do want to stream. That is an absolute like confirmation. But yeah, no, I'm looking for game recommendations. I'm looking for stuff that people want me to play. I know that there's the 100 line that's out, and I do want to stream that. But this weekend was purely just like a bunch of test streams, just to make sure everything's working. I have an update video that I want to re-record, so it's not so much of a garbled mess. Yeah, things should be good. I do have my, excuse me. I do have my momentum. No, my motivation. That's what it's called. Back to streaming. I will say, it kind of breaks down a person when you have streamed for so long and you have regular, like, this is a thing. And I know it's like, it's not anyone's fault for like stop and watch the streams. A lot of people have grown up, and also a lot of people don't like me anymore. So, you know, that's a thing. But it's weird going from like having a strong community with a bunch of regulars to then losing all of that, to then going back and having different regulars and a new different community, and then losing all of that. Then you go back and try just doing something just to like have a semblance of a community and then lose that completely too. So that's why I like this, what I'm calling the Neo Kit era, where we're going back to just having fun with every single game, completing it, talking about whatever random things, and just being more like happy with everything. Because before I just kind of got so far in my head that I'm so prone to losing people. Heck, this past week I've technically lost 2 people as friends, which one's probably my fault, the other I don't know. It's just, it wears you down. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do my thing. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to stream, and whatever happens, happens. And then I want to make some fucking badass videos. That's the goal. That is the goal. So, but with that, we've hit the 2-hour mark. So after this space-time rift or distortion, excuse me, I'm going to end off the stream. And then we are going to be playing Dead by Daylight tonight, just to continue doing all the stuff there. Something I do need to fix is the thumbnails. I'm still using like the really old thumbnails, but excuse me, because I'm focusing on things in a particular order. Yeah, because I'm focusing on things in a particular order, I would like to get an updated thumbnail, but that also costs money. I think I've already prepaid springs, so we'll see. Put out. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. All right, let's figure out what we got. Revile. Bad. Nothing too shiny. One. Oh, and I'll talk about what's going on with Arceus after this. There's the sheep alert. Yes, sheep will be sheepelin'. I'm just gonna grab this. Nope, 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 nope. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Run. Yeah. So just because we're playing this, okay, well, that's 3 for 3. Since I'm gonna have y'all spawn right there. Toxicroak. Don't think I need Toxicroak. Lickitung, somebody's trying to hunt me down. It's you. Go. Okay. Cool. After I'm done focusing on all this stuff, I will talk about what's coming up. I also mentioned it on Dead by Daylight, but I also want to just kind of talk about like the console stuff here and then go from there. Eevee and Onyx. Ah, my nose. Two Ursa rings. Ooh, that's a haunter. We don't see anything. Disappear. Oh, I just nudged your Toxicroak's dick. Run. I booped where a Toxicroak should never be booped. Dude, seriously, not one of them. Not one of them. That motherfucker fell asleep. Those are some tiny lickitungs. Get ready. Just get ready. Just in case. Nope. Nothing. Didn't get it. That's fine. Alright, let's get out of here. We are gonna talk. We got a Cricketot. That's crazy great. Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing new, buddy. No, I don't want to care about. I don't. No, get back to the fucking village. All right, we're gonna save, but I'm gonna talk about what to expect with the streams. And like I said, I'm gonna talk about the console part here, and then when we play Dead by Daylight later tonight, I'll talk about it there too for that. Austin found. Look at all these people who've lost their sacks. Crazy. We get so many. How many lost satchels? 2 people not fucking finding my satchels? Can't believe this. Can't fucking believe this. I'll wear that later. Okay. So, here is the general gist for console games moving forward. I want to get through. I'm kind of juggling games back and forth, okay? On one hand, we have a fair bit of physical console games that I want to get through. That includes like PS4, PS3, PS5, Switch, Wii U, Wii, Xbox 360, Xbox One, a bunch of those games. We have a bunch of PC games. So, my plan is essentially to kind of focus more so. Supersonic is full story rank. What up, Supersonic? It's been a minute. Yeah, I was full star rank ages ago. But we're gonna be ending off here in a bit. I'm just kind of recapping some stuff. So, any game that I've like played previously on here, except for some Ninjala, and I guess Starlink technically counts too, because that one I just don't really want to worry about. We've already completed everything, almost everything in this game. I don't need to go back in that one. But like all these are pretty much on the table, except like Dead by Daylight and Terraria are more on PC. Same with Hades. So like I would worry about that. Apparently I have this. I forgot that I purchased that. I guess we could do that eventually. Oh, and then OG Fire Emblem, that's right, because those were limited. But like I have Scarlet here, and I think I have and I have Violet as well. So and then also we have a lot of online play. So that's right. That's right. I'll have to worry about that later. Yeah, everything's back on the table. So I think what I want to do is see, this is the hard part. is what do I want to do and how do I want to go about like completing Switch games? Because there's also like, say, Xenoblade, right? I've beaten Xenoblade once all the way through, but I want to play through it again. The thing is, if I want to play through it again, I want to have Doge be a part of it. But then there's like kind of like a weird hierarchy system with it, because if I play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition with Doge, I have to put off X, 2, and 3 unless there's like a new game plus in those games that I can go back through. Like that would be an idea. And then we'd just be playing each game twice, one by myself and then one with Doge. Or whichever friend of mine wants to join to experience the game. So like that's an option. It's like, do I stream Xenoblade Chronicles anyway and just do the new game plus and all the stuff that I missed, or where do I go from there? Also, like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, there's so much to do in this game, and I've like hardly scratched the surface. But part of me wants to like reset and just start from scratch, which is why I have this page. So this is just, it does not have online access, right? So like if I were to play, say, Splatoon 3, this page would not be able to do any of the multiplayer stuff. I don't intend to have it do multiplayer. That would be just for this one. But I'm partially thinking, like, okay, Super Mario Party Jamboree is not on the list of games I'll go back to because I already did that once on this one, and that's like super recent. But like Rune Factory 5, we haven't played in a hot second. Unicorn Overlord, I got halfway through and then stopped. There's some games that I probably want to keep my files on, but there's others that I don't, you know? So like for Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, I would not mind losing like all the progress on that. I know it took me a long time to get there, but I wouldn't mind doing that because they were just fun to go through and experience. But say Fire Emblem Three Houses, we already did the Blue Lions route, and I don't want to lose that progress. So then we'd go on the TTV account, you know? There's a bunch of different options. There's a bunch of different ideas. So, and then Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, that's one I've only done once. I don't really want to go through it again because it was fun, but that one was a little bit of a headache. So yeah, for the games that are like that need online capabilities, maybe I don't need to worry about them, but I don't know. That's specifically though why I have this second one, is so that way I do have the ability to go through in like 100% games that might be partially finished that I don't want to lose their progress on. Because like for this account, right, I don't want to lose the progress of Arceus on it. Like I don't want to remove all that. And then we also have, where is it? We have Sword. I don't want to lose all the progress on that. Splatoon 3 has like multiplayer stuff I don't really want to lose a bunch of stuff on. Splatoon 2 is somewhere on here that I don't want to lose all the stuff on. Where's Splatoon 2? Is it at the top? Yeah. Yeah, Splatoon 2. So I'll figure it all out and we'll go from there. But like I said, every game that I have, I do want to talk and like make a video on at some point. So yeah, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff. So with that all being said, I think where I want to start would actually be Smash Ultimate. Surprisingly, it would be Smash Ultimate. I've played it before, right? One of the only video series I did on this channel of like Let's Play stuff was of World of Light, as well as the classic mode. And because it's not like spoilers or anything, because I played it before, I could probably play this game and deduce what I would consider 100%ing this game. Tetris 99 is a different one too. So I think that's what we're going to start with. So officially, console-wise, we'll go back to Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'll give it like a stream a week so we can just kind of keep capturing more and opening it up to people who have this game who need shinies that I have. So Supersonic, if you come back next Sunday, we'll probably be playing Pokemon Legends Arceus again. And if you need some shinies, have some extras that you want to trade, I have plenty, so I could do that. But I think we'll start with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, play through and try to like essentially 100% the game there, and kind of determine what 100%ing the game would look like. And luckily I could just check that all on my TTV one, but then we'd actually play through it on this. Because there's no like achievements or anything linked to it. It's just saying that we've done it. So yeah, I don't think there's any. It was online. Yoshi, it's been a while. We'll see. Because you know what? I might actually just go through as Katathi TTV and just erase the data and just start from scratch. It won't happen for all of them. Like I said, Super Mario Party Jamboree, we already did like 100%. But like, I don't mind for most of this stuff. Even Marvel Ultimate Alliance, just going through it. Is there any game here that I'm particularly attached to not removing? Animal Crossing New Horizons. I would just start a new island, I suppose. It's not that bad of an idea. Xenoblade I wouldn't want to do. We could just do New Game Plus on that. Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. Would I be fine with restarting the Fire Emblem games? And then just focus them all the way through? I guess I don't particularly mind. Same with Rise. Same with Warriors. This one I'm gonna keep the data on Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I'll keep that. Like I said, I don't really want to go back through this game. Like I said that I'll go back through like all of them. This is one that I prefer not, because it's a Warriors game. It's fun, but it was just a headache and not super fun to play. Like it was fun, but not fun to complete. That's what I mean. Rune Factory 5, that's fine. Dead Cells is PC. Splatoon 3. The Splatoon ones I wouldn't delete my stuff on. Absolutely, because we'll just go back to those at some point. That's I'm fine with. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I guess I can keep, but then I would just redo it on the other one. Super Mario Maker 2. That is another one that we need to probably try to 100% too. Starlink I'll keep. Sword will keep. Persona 5 Strikers I'm fine with resetting. Yeah, I could just make a list on like which ones we can reset and then go back through. Raincode's a weird one because that one we'd want to go through with others. No Show I'd like to play again. That was a fun game. Astral Chain, Luigi's Mansion, Kirby the Forgotten Land, Skyward Sword. Yeah, no, most of these other ones though, I'm fine with resetting and then just kind of playing through it with other people. ARMS will be weird. Never played. Breath of the Wild I never even started. This game doesn't exist anymore. Never played. Don't give a shit. We're not going to be playing that on there. And then the other ones. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll just restart it all. So starting then, I'm going to say, let me think. What time do I work tomorrow? I think is my question, because that's probably a good question before I end up playing Dead by Daylight later tonight. I'm the only one at work. I know that much. My shifts are about to get a lot shorter. That is a thing. Well, sorry. I'm going to be keeping how much I make and like my hours. It's just my shifts being all over the place are now going to be switched. And next week is the last week that is full stuff. So, what is it? 10 to 7, I think, is when I work. Come back at 8. Stream this. What time am I going in on Tuesday then? 9? Yeah, we'll do Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tomorrow. I think we'll start Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I'll make sure it's downloaded first off. I also have to make sure I have all of the DLC fighters, because that's going to be needed for the plan. So, yeah. So we'll do that, and then PC-wise, I think Dead by Daylight's going to be the focus for a little bit. Not for too long, because there is another game that will take that spot. But I'll talk about that during DBD. But with that, I think that is a good enough place to end. So I thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name is Katathi, and I'll see you all next time for some more Friday gaming. See you later. Peace. Bye, everyone.